8:42, we're back here on The Big Show. Listen, this is a summer fling that turns into the dreaded long-term relationship. We're talking about the brand new movie, Going the Distance. It's in theaters this weekend. And hey, lucky for us, Drew Barrymore is dialing in via satellite. Good morning, Drew. And what is it about you and romantic comedies? You love this stuff.
I do. But this, to me, I almost feel like romantic comedy is a little bit misleading because I think it's a comedy that actually has a really interesting love story. It's not really that far-fetched sort of fantasy type of romantic comedy, which I do love, and I love making those movies and I love watching those movies, but this is a hard R, adult, fun, real life setting, and it's just really, really funny.
You know, people have come to praise you in this genre because it just works. And when you look at the intricacies of a long-distance relationship, we've all been there. I've been there myself. It never seems to work. And I think that's the draw because love's such a universal theme. What do you think it takes for the long-distance relationship to actually work?
I mean, I think you have to get clever. I think every relationship takes work, right? So I think you have to surprise people when they're least expecting it and bring them joy and spontaneity, and you have to write letters and sort of not just think, oh, I sent them a text today. And I think you have to sort of become a romantic a bit in order to make someone feel like they're not in a phantom relationship.
You know, it's great about this, and people can relate to this movie on many levels. One of the great surprises of last year was the directorial debut with Whip It. How is that? I mean, you directed that movie, now you're acting in this one. How is that? What is the creative difference between acting and directing, and do you have those instincts when you're on set with Going the Distance?
Yeah, I mean, the director, Nanette Burstein, was a documentarian, so she really collaborated with us and wanted us involved, and we did a lot of improv and ad-libbing, and the film has like much more of a natural feel because of it. So it was a great transition for me. But when I'm an actor to a director, I know as a director myself, I want my actors to trust me, and but it is a collaboration, and you want to hear their instincts too. So hopefully it's sort of a really flowing process. And I just think, you know, sometimes you have to be the leader and sometimes you have to be, you know, a part of the glue of the group, and every scenario calls for wearing a different hat.
You know, I have the utmost respect for that because when I look at directing and acting, directing to me is a lot of seeing, acting is a lot of listening. Are we going to see you again in the director's chair?
Yes, I'm hopefully going to start something next year.
Very nice. Any hints on what that project will be?
I wish I could tell you. It's inappropriate for me to speak of it yet because it's not sort of finalized, but I'm very excited about it.
Okay, well, we're excited about the movie Going the Distance, and a lot of people chimed in on our Facebook page, Drew, and they talked about their favorite Drew Barrymore movies, 50 First Dates, my personal favorite, Wedding Singer. When it comes to relationship, if you can close us out, deal breakers. What's the #1 deal breaker when it comes to relationships for you?
I'm going to go with people who just can't seem to make a plan. It just bothers me to no end. You're like, let's just make a plan, whether it's to talk at a certain point or a weekend. I think it's too hard to function in a relationship when somebody will not make a plan. You just never really know where you stand, and I think it drives a person nuts. At least it would for me.
A plan it is, Drew. Thank you very much. And for those people wanting to check out the movie, you can plan to do that this weekend, September 3rd, Going the Distance in theaters. Kyle, not a fan of long-distance relationships, but I think people will dig this movie.
I don't think a lot of people are fans of long-distance relationships.
No.
Yes. All right.
Thank you.
Face-to-face. That's all about the face-to-face. You have to do that.